Hi everyone, my name's Heather Self and I recently joined the Money Gym as a silver member, and I've already got lots and lots of value from it. I've been learning all about cash flow. I've joined the Google group and I'm busy learning all about using the internet to create online income. So I'm really excited at this opportunity to enter this competition to receive a year's coaching from Nicola herself. So really excited about that. So a little bit about my life so far. I started my working life as a primary school teacher, which I did for about 10 years before leaving to have my first baby. And it was really around that time that I started to think about investing money, mainly for my son's future. So I began really by investing quite small amounts of money, really. I would just invest whatever people gave me as presents at Christmas and birthday times. And really that was that. And then I'd sort of gone back to do a little bit of supply teaching when something really devastating happened to my family. My dad became ill and subsequently passed away, and my mum and I were left with very little idea how to sort of go about managing winding up my dad's business and sort of what to do with the money and everything. And so it was then that my financial education really started, and I started to read books. I read the Rich Dad books and began to invest money really on my behalf and on my mum's behalf and for my boys now, because I'd had my second child, and I became more and more interested. But it was all sort of centred very much around the stock market investments, and I read the Rich Dad books and began to think about what was the best way to invest, and I invested in ISAs and things of that sort. I set up stakeholder pensions for both my boys and got going with that really. I was always quite interested in the idea of buy-to-let properties, but never really got any further with it. I was scared really. I worried about what would I do if I bought properties and then I couldn't rent them out, and you know how would I manage it all, and because I'd got absolutely no idea about business and how you would manage things like cash flow and money to invest and all the rest of it. So really I just pushed those ideas to one side for a long time. Went back to work after having my second child, changed jobs really and joined a support service. So the shift was from being a class teacher now to sort of going into schools as someone who would help teachers decide what to do with the children who were most difficult to teach. So I worked at that for quite a long time, and I still do that now. I still work for the local education authority for 3 days each week, and I also deliver training in a reading initiative that we have in our local authority, and I'm absolutely passionate about that because I really believe in providing the best education we can for especially for the children whose life chances aren't so good. So I'm involved in that at the present time. I'm sort of carried on with my investing in the stock market, and I've had my successes and I've had my failures. But I've done reasonably well, but I mean the most powerful thing for me about that has been how the money that I've invested for my children has compounded over the years. And my eldest son is now 20, my youngest one is 16, and they've actually now got an amount of money each that will enable them to launch into their own investing now really. So that's been a really good thing. But this year for me has been so exciting because I read 2 books which absolutely blew my mind this year. and really opened up my mind to the possibilities in investing in property. I read these two books. This, I don't know whether you'll be able to see them, but this is Andy Shaw's book, Money for Nothing and Your Property for Free. Read that, and then I read this one by Rob Moore and Mark Homer, which is all about the 44 most closely kept property secrets. And once I'd read these books, I just felt empowered, and it just gave me the motivation that I'd needed to start investing in property. And I actually bought my first property in March of this year. Did a little bit of a refurb. I managed to rent it out immediately. That was closely followed by my second property, which again needed a little bit of work, and my husband became involved at this point, and we got that property up and running and tenanted. And since then, on average, we've managed to buy and set up a property each month. So we've now got 6 properties, and I've been absolutely thrilled that my eldest son has actually become involved with the last one. He's provided the funding for that and became involved in the refurb, and we've set that up now. So we're now well on our way with the property investing, and it's going really, really well. So I would, anyone else who's out there, I would advise you to read these wonderful books. As I say, Andy Shaw and Rob Moore and Mark Homer, fantastic information for anyone who's thinking about investing in property. So I'm sort of looking forward to next year and doing some more investing in property, but I also realise as well that I need now some more information about how to manage my business and how to develop it, and also I'm wanting to develop an online presence now, because I would love to be creating some online income as well. That's going to be my next lane of the wealth highway that I want to embark upon. So I would dearly want to carry on with my education and learn about the internet, much more about the internet, because I am just definitely not a techie person at all. But my mind's open, I'm willing to learn, so bring it on. I'm going to carry on with my home study course with the Money Gym, and I've just found it so inspiring. I discovered the Money Gym through membership of Andy Shaw's site, and I came across Nicola's blog on there one day, and just then took a look at the Money Gym site and just became so inspired by what I found there. And I found the people on the Google group so inspiring as well. And also a thing which has really encouraged me is that not everyone is a spring chicken on there. There are people of my age, sort of in their 40s and 50s, who are open to new ideas and learning. And it's just been so inspirational so far for me. So I'm just looking forward to learning more, developing my business more, and most importantly, I think, encouraging my children as well to become involved. And they already are interested, and they're wanting to become involved. So it just shows that sort of all those years ago, sort of starting with investing small amounts of money for them, and beginning to invest and learning more myself bit by bit, I feel that I'm gathering all the information that I need together, and now I've found all these inspirational people in the Money Gym who I believe are going to help me more and more to develop as a person, and also as someone who can develop a worthwhile business for myself and for my family. So I think that's about it, and I'd just like to wish everyone a happy new year, and I'm looking forward to next year so much. Okay, thanks.